All right, so we're going to be doing the read aloud a little bit differently this week. We're going to be reading Enric Sala, a marine ecologist, and we're going to do it a little bit at a time. All right, so as we read, we're going to read about living things in nature and how they connect to one another. All right, we've been learning a little bit about how animals and plants are connected. It's really important for us to know that for a lot of different reasons. So, Enric Sala, marine ecologist. Enric Sala has always wondered about things that live in the ocean. He's always been really interested in the ocean. When he was young, he loved to swim. Thumbs up if you like to swim. I love swimming. He liked to watch all kinds of animals and plants through his mask. That's his mask right there. He wanted to be an underwater explorer. Sounds fun. Today, Mr. Sala is a marine ecologist. So that means that he studies how underwater plants and animals relate to each other, how they're connected. He learns about how all the fish, all the sharks, all the seals, everything in the ocean, how it's all connected. So cool. He learns how they need each other to stay alive. So he also studies the food chain in the ocean. Okay, so here's some questions for you to think about. And if you finish your work early, maybe your teacher will send you these questions to work on. Okay, what do you think Mr. Sala had to do to get his job? What kinds of things do you think he had to study? Do you think he had to go to college? Or do you think at age 12 he just decided to be a scientist? All right, so think about what he had to do to get that job. And then I want you to think about, does his job sound interesting to you? Why or why not? So take a minute, think about those questions. Okay. Okay, this next part is comparing the coral reef to an underwater city. And I'll show you the whole picture first. Okay. Mr. Sala studies coral reefs in the Pacific Ocean. A coral reef is like an underwater city. Thousands of plants and animals live there. They compete for food and space. Coral reefs are beautiful. They are also easily harmed. So that means that they can be destroyed, damaged very easily. They're very fragile. Reefs and humans. Mr. Sala also studies how people's actions can change coral reefs. Sometimes people pollute the water or overfish. That changes the way all the living things connect to one another. Coral reefs can become damaged. Then many animals must find new homes. Some animals just disappear. That means they all die because there's nowhere else for them to go. Mr. Sala wants to prevent this. So this coral reef looked like this. Okay, so first it was colorful, healthy, beautiful. Animals could find food. Does that look healthy to you? Yikes. So take a minute. This is a question for you. How does seeing a damaged coral reef make you feel? All right, I know how it makes me feel. It's not very good. Okay. Oh, I'll move my face. All right. All parts matter. Mr. Sala believes that all living things in a coral reef should be kept safe. Underwater ecosystems are like airplanes. Mr. Sala says they need all of their parts to function. Who wants to travel on an airplane knowing 5 or 10 parts are missing? So all the parts function together, they're all connected. To take better care of marine habitats, we first have to study them. It's the only way to understand the full impact humans have on these places. And here there's a caption. It says, Enric Sala swims with a green turtle. They are at Dirty Rock off Cocos Island in Costa Rica, Central America. So I want you to think about what we learned in this book. We learned about this man, Mr. Sala, and he studied a lot about animals that live in the ocean. What do you think he wants to teach people? What does he want people to know? You can finish this sentence in your mind. You can write it down. Let's think. Mr. Sala wants people to know that. See if you can use one of your vocabulary words like related, connected, together. Okay, so think about symbiosis, think about the food chain. What do you think he wants people to know and understand? All right, that's the end of our story for right now. Hope you enjoyed it. Watch it again if there's a part that you're confused about, or you can ask your teacher.